We're going to try this mission 2, Naktong River. This is a different one. It's a combat patrol. I don't think I had any. Maybe I did have combat patrols in. Now I don't remember in Bulge. I don't believe so. So in a combat patrol, we basically do 3 attempts. Each platoon gets a try. A couple of key rules here. Let's go over it. So units, in this case, units not involved can be set up on the map. Now, one really important thing I noticed is over here, if you look under the mission objective, it does say units not taking part in the patrol may set up on row 1. Starting on row 2, you move your platoon. So we start on, with whatever platoon is moving, they start on row 2. It has to return to row 2. At least one unit has to pass through the primary objective we've put on and each route point and come back across the MLR. So I've set up the first platoon here, and I've got a route point, 2, 3, 4, and then come back across. So one part of this mission, this map is used for these 3 patrols, but then notice number 3. This map will be used in mission 3 if playing the campaign. Remove cover markers from row 4, retain all other cover and foxholes. So any cover or foxholes found on row 3, stay. I don't know whether we're supposed to try to get all of these or whether it's smart to try to patrol all of these cards. I'm going to take that approach with these combat patrols. Unless this is just god-awful experience on the first one, maybe we'll change our mind, but I don't know. So I basically have the XO is going with me. I've got the artillery. You know what? I'm supposed to attach these at the beginning. This is the first, then the second. Got the first and the second. Do we have HMGs on this one? We do have 2 HMG teams. And a 50 cal. Oh, I missed that. That's a 1, 2, 3. Where's that 50 cal? I think we have these effectively. I am going to set these guys up. These guys here, 50 cal is going to be up here. You can fire over that village. This guy can fire through here. Now, really important, it's dark. The moon is +2. We don't have visibility. I need illumination to fire any of these. So that's really important. And the mortar I'm assigning to a different, but I'm going to I'll have the mortar on this card with this unit, with the XO. Got the XO here. XO is going to be able to give commands to these guys. A couple of other rules here on the combat patrols. Only 1 platoon taking part, so we're going to have the general initiative. Each patrol is played same map. We follow the mission attempt. So really important. I mean, I've done my attachments. You don't get to redo attachments after. You do get new ammo and you get to resupply. So I actually want to make sure all of my pyro are going to just be ceasefires. What are other options in combat patrols? Route point, primary objective. I'm just feel like right now I've given all of the, well, I've given the smoke. He's got a green star cluster. See, I get to reapply the pyrotechnics, so I should not, I am going to do this. Because these guys don't need any. And the interesting thing is I can give assets, these, I don't need to give these radios. I can give radios to my units. I find it so odd that I get 2, 3, I think this is 6, which, what is there, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. They can carry 6. I think I'm allowed to give these radios. Because I can redistribute assets. So, you can carry 6 per step. Now, I do have this radio I'm going to give to, because I've got an assault team ready. So that step can carry, he's carrying all those assets. And real important, the capacity, assets, radios, phones, phone lines, pyro, 1 infantry step can carry 6, plus any other ammo. I think I have this correct. I find the assets kind of weird. Sorry, I had to step away real briefly, but so I've got these on row 1. I think that's what I'm allowed to do. And then I got row 2 up here is these units. Now these guys, again, they can't see except for an adjacent card without illumination. We do have 4 illumination. So, and very importantly, this mortar has illumination. It can be ordered by the CO. And with illumination markers, you can place them on any card. So yeah. So I am going to kick off this patrol. And let's just see how this goes. No friendly HQ event. So we are going to do the CO. CO gets 2. Actually, real quickly, somewhere in here there's combat patrols. Let's go. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Should have done this. In fact, if this ends up taking, I don't see a patrols 2.6. All right, let's look at this real quick. Let's just make sure there's nothing else that I'm missing that is really obvious. 2.6. There is no need. Patrols. The map sometimes includes company positions, foxholes. All these may be occupied by the rest of the company who do not move. See this? All positions may be occupied. It very specifically says units not taking part in the patrol may set up on row 1. I wonder if that's only for this. I'm just going to assume, let's see. Units not involved may be set up on the map. I am going to make the assumption that units not participating in the patrol mean with the platoon, and that I am able to set up. He's very long. I'm okay with him being back. I'm okay with him being back. He's only long. I want him under a foxhole here. And he's very long, so I'm okay with him also being here. All right, I'm just going to move forward and play it. I think I've got this right. So we basically got the CO gets 2. He will activate the first, which and the XO, he can see both of those. I'm going to move these guys because they're not really in play. Activate them both. The first gets 2. He is a veteran 3. No contact 4. He is going to tell this unit to move here. And he is exposed. He has a radio. I will tell him to look for cover. 1, 2, 3. He found cover. So that was 2, and I don't feel like I should do anything else. So he'll save 2. The XO draws, wow, 5. He is veteran, so 6. So he has 7. He can only save 6 in limited visibility. And I don't think he wants to do a darn thing right now. So he's going to save 6. Now, general initiative, we get half. So we get 1. I don't really want to do anything. I don't really want to do anything. Or do I? I'm going to have my artillery FO attempt to lay down illumination on this card. So he is artillery FO, gets 3 draws. 1, 2, 3. So he failed. All right. So nothing on my general initiative. So whipping through this, no capture, no retreat, no fire, update, potential contact. We have 1. It is B. B is auto with no contact. So B, there is my contact number, or my fire 9. That is package 4. Package 4, oh, that's actually not a bad one. Squad, out of cover, marked exposed. Max line of sight, which is going to be adjacent card. He is spotted and is not going to fire at me. So that's actually pretty darn good. So it's drawing 7. That is a 7. There's the short, by the way. Right front. He is in my route point and exposed. Doesn't matter that he's exposed. And he is, by the way, going to open fire on me next turn. But we've tackled route point 1. I'm going to bring that off to the side. The note. And again, if you'll notice, route points there under Mission Special Rules 2, it says route points must be visited in order to be reached. Remove the route markers in sequence as a unit enters the card. So what I'd like to do is light that guy up. And when I say light it up, he is spotted. I don't have anybody who can do anything with him. But there is no combat effects because he doesn't open fire at me and I'm point blank. I cannot open fire at him and nobody else can see him. So we're just going to clean up and go to turn 2. That was super fast. Event. There is no event. The CO gets 2. He can still see both of these guys, but I'm not going to activate the XO. I'm only going to activate that guy, and he's going to tell the mortar to put illumination up there. So the mortar illumination, the mortar draws 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. So I do place an illumination marker. Let me knock that down. I think that gives me, for this agency, a target. That is O2, right? Yep. This agency now has successfully put down fire there. I believe I get a target. I have illumination on this card. Now, what does that illumination mean? -3 here, so we can see, first of all, we can see this card. I can now open fire. In fact, I will be opening fire. He does not see him. Actually, nobody sees him. He's not above ground. Ironically, if I had a unit here, they could fire over if they were very long. But I don't have a unit here. That was dumb. What in the world was I thinking? I may move a unit there. That felt dumb. All right. So I used both of the COs. First platoon gets 1. We, by the way, are now under contact because we have at least 1 spotted enemy unit on the map. And he was opening fire on me. I cannot open fire on him because all I have is this P unit. That happened immediately going into this turn or at the end of the last turn. So the first platoon I think I just got 1, right? Oh, I swear I just got 1. He saved 2. He got 1 because we're engaged. He's a veteran. So he's up to 4. That's what I'm going with. I think I got the 1-0. And then, so he got 1 plus being a veteran, so 2. So he's up to 4. That's all he can spend. I am going to do two things. I am going to tell my machine gun to try to infiltrate. He gets 2 draws. 1, 2. He did infiltrate. That was very fortunate. He is now firing back on this card with that. That's 1. I am going to tell my artillery FO to also try to infiltrate. 1, 2. Exhort. 3. He failed. He is exposed. Not necessarily good, but if I can get 1 general initiative, maybe I can get mortar or get that fire down. So he spent 3. He's going to save the last one. General initiative. I do get 1, which is going to be to have the artillery FO attempt to call in here. And this, nope, there is my, I don't know why I didn't put it on the primary objective. He's going to get 3 draws. So 1, 2, 3. He failed. That's twice I've had general failed. All right. So that's it. On to them. Do they have an HQ event? They do not. They only have 1 unit. It is a hasty defense, I believe. They are line hasty defense. So this is under fire, trading fire, and the unit's volume of fire is equal to or worse than the best opposing unit. And under hasty, so it's a 1 through a 5, a 4. They're going to attempt to concentrate fire. We said they're line, right? Yep. So he gets 2 draws. 1, 2. So he failed to concentrate fire, and he did his turn, and that is it. So we're going to whip through here because no capture, no retreat, no fire mission updates, no AT, no fire mission update, no potential contact, no pinned. So we're just going to fire at each other. So this guy, the moon does not affect it because the artillery illumination. So he's +2, -1. So he is a +1. That's going to be a hit. He is line, fire team, and a casualty. So he's a casualty. And he's actually 2 fire teams effectively. Both pinned. And this 1W1 is going to use some ammo. Let's go mark that while we're thinking about it. 1W1. Oh, these guys start with 3. So I'm going to get him up to 2. I think they start with 3. Let me go. Maybe it's 4. Machine guns are 4. These guys are 3. These guys have 4. 4. He's down to 3 ammo. These guys, the mortars and the other ones are all 3. Yep, all 3s. Nope, the mortar starts with 4 as well. All right. These guys. Now we have plus the, so notice this illumination marker, the -3 is this card, the -1 is every adjacent card. So this guy, oh, you know what? Well, with the illumination, because of the illumination, this card's a 1, meaning the visibility, I don't have limited visibility. So he's firing through, he's going to fire. Oh, he can't see there. he will not fire. However, this unit, nope, he is not on a hill. This guy is on a hill, and he can do overhead fire. I am pretty sure this guy, very long, is also... Nope, we have the illumination is... He can't see past that card. So I think we did everything right. So the illumination did not affect. If this had been a hill, they could have seen through there. If I'd been on a hill here, they could see through. All right. I did that correctly. So, -3 illumination, effectively only -2 because the moon's 2. This is -1, so we only have 1 illumination effect here. So 1, then 3 for the card, so that's 4, 5. So these are 5 plus 5. This is the exposed one is a +3. Let's do the +3 first. That is a miss. +5, miss. +5 is a miss. So he did nothing to me. Now he's going to switch to all pinned. And that is that. So we will clean it up. And we'll probably knock out 1 more turn here. Actually, maybe 2 more. Maybe we'll get through 4 turns. So HQ event, no. Oh my gosh, the CO gets 6. He's actually gets 7. He'll obviously activate that guy. Didn't do anything with him last turn. I might as well activate him. And I'm going to have the mortar attempt to lay down illumination again. So 1, 2, 3. He successfully laid down illumination once again. So, that was his third one. So first platoon gets 2. He's a veteran. He gets 3, so he's up to 4. That's all he can spend. He's going to radio this guy and tell him to attempt to infiltrate into that card. So 1, 2, exhort 3. So he failed, and that was used. I used 2. So he is on this card and exposed. Don't love that. I think he's going to also go under here. I don't think I should go under there. Yeah, he is not. He's going to stay out. All right. He's going to save 2. The XO gets 2, so he can spend, well, he can save 6. He's got 9 because he was 2 plus a veteran. So he is going to do a couple of things. He's going to move under here. That's 1. He's exposed when he does it. He's going to tell this guy to infiltrate here. So 1, he's a veteran. 2, 3. So he did infiltrate there. Oh, you know what? He can't infiltrate there. I take that back. All those got to come back. And the reason is he stopped firing. We're still firing. But they stopped firing because they're firing all pinned at my guy. By the way, that route point we went through. So he's exposed. He had to move exposed. Now the other thing I'm going to do is have the XO then move back out. So that's 1 there, 2, 3, and then he is going to fire off his red star cluster to tell them all to cease fire, which is going to stop this fire. I'm firing automatic weapons at these guys. They're firing small arms at me, but that's the only fire taking place. General initiative, we get 1. I want this guy to look for cover. So he's drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. So he found cover. It's a village. So 3 is a light building. So that's good. He basically offset the exposed. I don't remember which one. 9. 9 is a light building. All right. So he's exposed in a light building, firing at these guys. They are pinned. All right, so that's it for my general initiative. Do they have an HQ event? They do not. They basically have got 2 pinned on the same card, not undercover, 1 through 5. First one is a 5, so the first one's going to fall back. That unit's gone. Second one, 3. I think he's going to look for cover. Nope, he's going to try to rally. And he did not. So he's still trading fire with me. All right. So no capture, no retreat, no AT, no fire mission update. Potential contact, we do have one. A. So we are now engaged because, nope, we just have contact. It's still just 1 friendly occupied card. We don't have 2 or more occupied cards under a volume of fire. So we're drawing 7, I think. Yep. So 1, 1. Well, we don't even need to keep going because we're reshuffling anyway. So PCA, a 4. That is package 2, squads. Squads and foxholes. 1 to 3, so let's see how many. It's going to be 3 squads. It was a PCA marker. Add a leader on a 1 or a 2 out of 6. 6 is a 5, so no leader. So effectively, we're placing them. Going to be 1, 2, 3. We know that. Now, line of sight. Well, let's do this based on, because we have illumination. So the cool thing is, depending on the card. So the first one is going to be placed 5. I don't know why. Other than order of, I'm going to do this by randomness because of the order of the terrain. So that is left front. So this guy is going to be here. It's an embankment. Now, this is a -1, so I want to check and see what's behind here. It is a hill, but this is effectively a +1. And this is a +1 because of the embankment. So he can't see from here to here over. He can't see from here over the embankment. So he's going to be placed there. So the first squad is there in a foxhole. They're not spotted. So he is unspotted. I will point out he's firing at me. So they also fire at their own units. All right, so now we have front is a 1 through a 3, and then we're going to do a 1 through 5. That is a 5, so that's going to be the right front over here. That is a rice paddy, so he can see through the rice paddy. This is illumination 1, so he can see through here right now. The great thing is he can't see through there. He's going to lose his visibility soon. But for now, he's firing and he's unspotted. Hopefully that made sense. We do have, by the way, now a crossfire coming in here. And these guys, I'm under small arms fire. We're both under a crossfire. Automatic weapons on him, small arms from these guys, both have a crossfire. And then we're in the front. So this here. And the great thing is, well, it's an embankment. So what's behind it? Open. You can't see through the embankment, I don't think. I don't think you can see through the higher elevation. So he's going to be here in a foxhole, unspotted. Firing at me. So that is this PCA. But we do have the second route point. We do have the primary objective. We'll see if we can take this guy. So that's that. There is no pinned recovery, so just combat effects. So he is a no moon for either of us. +2, +3. Then he's got a -1 for the automatic, -1 for the crossfire. So he's basically a +1. So he stays pinned. I am exposed in a light building, so those wipe each other out. +2, -1, so I'm a +1. That is a miss. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting. I don't necessarily need to go up here to here to here. What I need, I have the opportunity to get one of these guys over here and then onto this card and then another one onto this card. And we'll basically then bring them back and we're done. So I may just start that route and have this guy hold, tackle those 2 spots. So this guy, actually he used 4. So he's down to 5 saved. So we're going to clean up and we're going to do one more turn. Draw the card, no HQ event. Theo gets 2, so he actually gets 3 because he's a veteran. He can still see both of those guys. He'll activate them both. 1, 2. All right, so, oops, what is going on? All right, had a little glitch there. Trying to figure out illumination on which card. Do I do this card or do I do, because right now, when the illumination went away, he can no longer see. So he's firing here, but he basically stops firing. This unit does, because he can't see anymore. I don't think to be each patrol, route points must be placed You may freely roam the map. And success. Starting on row 2, move the platoon selected to the primary objective. Return it. At least one unit must pass through the objective, which I just happened. Each route point, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't think he's going to hang. I'm going to have the CO. See, he those two, and then he's going to spend one to have the mortar FO. He is going to lay down here again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got illumination again on this card. Knock that down. All right. First platoon. 4. So he gets 5. So he's up to 7. Well, he's going to call this guy and tell him to move to route point 3. He's going to attempt to infiltrate. So 1, 2. Exhort 3. So he moved here, which gets that route point off the map. Not exposed. I'm leaving this here. Now this guy is going to... This guy is going to continue to... He moves with him. These guys keep firing, and this guy actually had opened fire when the illumination kicked back in. But they're going to all stop firing. This does exist because I now have a PDF here. I'm firing at them with this automatic. They're firing here with cross, but they're going to stop because they don't have a valid target. I cannot fire here. But they're firing all pinned at me here too. They cannot see from here through the village to here. They can't see here. So those units are kind of useless right now. All right. So that was 2. Then I'm going to do, he's going to move, oh no, yeah, he's going to move under here. He's going to tell this guy to move over here. Not undercover. So he's exposed and he's exposed. And he used 4 total commands. I think that's correct. He is now undercover. But if he can get some commands, he can come out and tell this guy and he can order him here, although he may not need to. We may just need to. Wait a minute. I couldn't tell that guy to do that. Damn it. I'm going to see if I can undo. And the reason I couldn't is I can't. He's under a building. I don't have, my radios aren't good enough. I may have blown that earlier. He's here. Small arms. Try and get this back the way it was. This is not firing. I think this is correct. He's firing, he's firing, he's firing. Yeah, he could not just move there. So this has route point 3 is still there. Pretty sure I did blow that because he was under cover and I gave him an order. Well, nothing I can do about it now. I'm not going to go back. So I did. I think I made some mistakes with that. I blow that with these radios. I'm gonna. Well, cards are just messed up. I'm gonna shuffle and deal with it. So CO's done. First platoon, I know he had 5 he could spend on. So he's going to go under here. He's going to tell this guy to move there. 2. Then he's going to come out. 3. So he's exposed. He's exposed. And that's all I did. I spent 3. The XO gets 4, so he's got 10 basically. He's going to go undercover. He's going to tell this guy to move forward to here. He's exposed. Then he's going to come back out. So he spent, no, he can only save 6. So that's all he's doing. And he's going to stay right there. I get 1 general initiative. I am going to use that to have this guy infiltrate. Attempt to infiltrate. 1, 2. He failed. So he's exposed, not unexposed. Small arms is staying there, but this guy, and it's going to go away. He followed his fire. All pinned to here. When he left, these guys opened up with automatic. So we ended up in a very similar place. Slightly different. So now we're going to look at an HQ event for them. They do not get one. They have got 4 cards. If I look at the order here, before they check, these guys quit firing because they no longer have a valid target. They can't even see anybody, I don't think. I don't even think they can see anybody. So that's going to be interesting because we'll take a peek at that, but let's draw and see which card. Card number 3. So that is 1, 2. So it's this guy right here. Can he see anybody? We have illumination, but he can't see here, and he can't see here. He can't see any line of sight. We have illumination. We don't have anybody on a hill that he can see. He basically has, he is in the not under fire and no line of sight. Remove it. So he just goes away. I think we're going to have the exact same thing with the other 2. So that was that. Number 1, that's this guy. He definitely can't see anybody. He's just going to disappear. First one. He can't see through there. Oh no, he can see through there. This guy does see these guys. As a matter of fact, he is going to open fire. Ah, that's interesting. Yes, because, and the reason is this has a -1, and he's up on a hill. He opened fire earlier. He can see over this here. What I needed to do was, neither of the other two were on a hill. Ah. Damn it. These locks. So he is actually firing at me over this brush down into this gully. So I'm under fire here. Probably should not have moved that guy. Can he see? That's -1. So he can see through there. I think that makes it visible. I think that's correct. He can see through he can see past this card, and this card is also a minus. These are both a 1 visibility because the illumination's here. But I should have put the illumination up. That would have been smarter. Oh well. So he is firing at me, so he is different. He is going to be not under fire, but has a valid target. He's drawing a 1 through a 2. That is a 1, so he does no action. 1 out of 2. So he might have concentrated fire, but he did not. Thank God, because they're all undercover. Wow. So that's this guy. Now we have pinned, not undercover. 1 through 5. That's a 1. He does nothing. All right. Enemy activity done. No capture. No retreat. No fire. No fire mission updates. Potential contact. We do have one. This one's a C. Now this time we are engaged now. So C engaged is drawing 2. So 1, 2. So he had nothing. And we do have route point 3 captured. Sweet. All right, on to no pinned recovery. He's under fire still. So we basically have 1, 2, 3 places to check. So here, no visibility, +3, -1, so +2 is a miss. So he is now recovered, pinned recovered. Here, small arms, visibility is +1. So it's +1, +3, so that's +4, +5. So +5 plus, I'm going to do the +3 first. +3 is a miss. +5, miss, miss, miss. So all of those missed. My 1W1 fired, so I'm going to actually use his ammo. Now we have here, which is +2, which wipes that out. Now I have +1 for visibility, +2, so it's a +3, which makes him pinned. Let's make sure. +3 is pinned. Let's do that math real quick again. +2, +4, +5 for the visibility, because it's -1 from this artillery. So +5 -2 is a 3. 3 is pinned. So he is now pinned. All right. So I think that's it. No ammo usage. I think we just clean up. That is end of turn 4. So we'll move on to turn 5. I think we're about done with this combat patrol. We got route point 1, route point 2, got into the primary objective, got route point 3. I need to get over here to route point 4. I have a couple of ways I can do it. And I'm thinking I may be done firing this illumination. By the way, when that illumination went away, stopped firing. I'm still firing here. He's still firing there. But he's no longer firing because he can no longer see me. I'm thinking, well, what I may do is I could do a handheld illumination there. Potentially. We will figure it out, but that's it for now. We will come back, knock out the rest of this combat patrol in the next video, and then see how we move on to attempt 2. Thanks for watching.